When I was younger, I was fascinated with Scooby-Doo. I was especially drawn to one episode called Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. As the characters go along, they encounter a genuine supernatural threat. A voodoo practitioner who plays with little cloth dolls and can move objects just by looking at them. The entire plot is based off creating a horror aspect based on voodoo culture. For a very long time, I was convinced that movies like this were an accurate description of voodoo. I'd never doubted what I had seen in movies or read in a novel until I became aware that voodoo was a religion. This is what drew me into challenging the many aspects of voodoo that are constantly misrepresented in media today. Voodoo is persistently plagued by a poor reputation in films, television, and literature. A lot of the time, we don't even think to question the deceptive concepts that have no connection to the religion. Today, I hope to be able to redefine some of the most commonly misrepresented voodoo concepts so that you will better understand the religion and its believers. This includes zombies, voodoo dolls, and spells, along with a basic explanation of voodoo itself. First and foremost, voodoo is a religion that is primarily practiced in Haiti. It's a blend between Roman Catholicism and an indigenous religion native to Africa, so they worship both the Christian God and a voodoo god. Voodoo's central goal is to heal their soul through worship of a god or saint that fits their purpose of healing. Voodoo dolls, spells, and even zombies play a huge role in their religious worship and culture. However, the original meaning of these concepts have been so lost over time due to Hollywood's creation of an imagined religion. One of the most common voodoo objects known through reputation is the voodoo doll. According to Van Voorst, author of An Introduction to World Religions, in traditional voodoo culture, voodoo dolls are referred to as gris-gris, and they are found in the shape of a small bag, never a human. Gris-gris are used to protect their owner from harm or any other positive purposes. These pouches contain herbs, oil, bits of bone, and more. These ingredients are selected to correspond to their particular use. For example, famous voodoo practitioner Marie Laveau in United States New Orleans uses pepper, colored pebbles, and salt in her gris-gris to enhance a wide variety of uses by using non-personal ingredients. The origins of gris-gris have been hidden to the point where they have taken on a new physical shape and a new purpose. Often shown in horror movies, or even my favorite Scooby-Doo movie as a kid, gris-gris are portrayed as this: a small figurine that resembles the shape of a human. As shown, needles are often stuck into the body of the doll to inflict pain on whoever the doll resembles. Regardless of how violent this concept may appear in pop culture, voodoo dolls, or gris-gris, are not used to harm others. Similar to some of the world's largest religions, voodoo has a place for magical practices. Magic is voodoo's preferred form of practice in the lowest social class in Haiti, but is also used by many priests. Magic is used to deal with all difficulties of life, which for the lower class in Haiti are many. Disease and poverty are often seen as a result of demonic spells, which need to be countered with magic. Voodoo spells are often called white magic, which is strictly used for good, as explained by Stephanie Voudis, author of Voodoo Practices. White magic can range anywhere from potions to simple blessings said before dinner. When thinking of voodoo, the term black magic often comes to mind. Black magic is seen as nothing more than harmful spells. There are some non-traditional practitioners that use magic against its intended use. However, this happens all over the world with every different religion, maybe just not in ways that include spells and incantations. Nonetheless, magic is a critical part to traditional godly voodoo worship and is widely used as a coping method among the poor. Gris-gris and spells are not the only voodoo concept that have been twisted into something it's not. Zombies have experienced a similar fate. Voodoo believes that a human body can be revived and enslaved by a powerful magician after the body's spirit has departed. Wade Davis of the University of Michigan explains that the idea of a voodoo zombie is used as a threat to maintain social order, as magicians and priests hold a higher social status than most. Becoming a zombie against one's will is feared by voodoo practitioners. Van Vorst, author of An Introduction to World Religions, explains the original image of a zombie. These bodies are the ultimate slaves and live the worst possible kind of life. Zombies remain under control of their sorcerer because they have no will, no mind, or no soul of their own. This is why in pop culture, zombies are often depicted as brainless figures that shuffle around. When zombies are created, they're not immediately covered in blood and guts. Traditionally, zombies take on the appearance as a slave, as shown as Wilson Bigard's traditional Haitian painting. In addition, the notion that zombies crave human flesh to make other people into zombies is completely unreasonable, as zombies can only be created by a powerful magician. After learning more about traditional voodoo concepts, I hope I've shed light on a new part of voodoo not often shown in our day-to-day life. Misconceptions of voodoo are growing every day in books and movies. For a long time, voodoo has been seen as something as little as an enigma. I hope that, just like when a mystery is solved in Scooby-Doo, that I was able to unmask some of the voodoo mysteries for you.